himself off. That dust got only a couple of seconds left, but with the extra bash kicking in from the SB, the Broodmother will be dropping.
Yeah, finally getting that bash, and this is definitely going to be, if you look at Empire's draft.
He just hit level 5, and yeah, there it is. The Silence already regenerated up quite heavily, but he can get zoned out of the lane. There's only one armor over on this Doombringer, and Face Boost won't give him the movement speed to get away, so it's just up to a couple of punches here from the Night Stalker, and yep, Silent underestimating that power of the Night Stalker in the first nighttime phase.
He's trying to play it defensively, but if no one rotates in, they could just dive Resolution and kill him at the tower. He doesn't have any boots yet.
I just knew this was coming. Silence, the Void. Moon's gonna get himself out of this one. The Nightmare's gonna kick in. Now, you've already blinked forward on the Queen of Pain, so level 3 with a charge coming in too. This Night Stalker will end up dying. A heavy rotation coming out from Empire, but with that Nether Strike already up from the Spirit Breaker, they just keep going further. The Splinter Blast can't get the kill on the SB, but Lich ensures the kill. Lena ensures the kill over on the Lich. But it's that rotation I was talking about. It has Empire rotate like this because of the way they're drafted in.
The interesting thing there, I think, if there's a 4-hero or 3-hero rotation to save the Lena and kill Night Stalker.
Yeah, that was actually very, very easy. That's where Empire kind of need to dictate things a little bit better. You got this smoke movement into mid, and that's exactly what I wanted to see. The Nightmare off, the charge is coming out from the Spirit Breaker. There was no way Night Stalker potentially could have stunned him up and stopped this. A miracle with the double raises. He's still going to go down here. They commit 4 heroes to shutting down this SF, and it's exactly what they have to do. Get the better trade-off during the nighttime. Maybe not, so he's had the regeneration in the lane to stay alive. Are they? Yeah, there's that charge coming in on the Broodmother. Look at the movement speed. Like, it's a phase Broodmother. They're still going to get the Nether Strike off, but you've now used that. The Broodlings are chasing down into the tree lines, revealing up the Queen of Pain's position. The raise was way too far off target, but the Broodlings keep the vision up. So the Queen of Pain will die. The Spirit Breaker barely TPs out. That raise a fraction of a second too late. But they instantly want to try and attack on top. Now, this Dire Observer Ward did scout out the fact the trees went down, but they trigger out the darkness. The chase coming in, and No Fear is just one void away from death. He couldn't get the Brain Zap off. Crit, however, will be Laguna Bladed down, so there is Tit for Tat coming out on the top lane.
And the charge is still not tracking the Night Stalker. I don't... Well, Empire attempting to defend their mid-tower. Not wanting to give Shadow Fiend a free tile. There's no level 6 yet on Van, but Sleep...
Even if you Nightmare over in the middle lane, Resolution, the Lich not even fly, instantly being committed. We'll head back over to Miracle, who's just wheeling back from a bash, but he gets the mech charge off. They need to commit and get this kill. The one-shots make it so difficult. They chase all the way over this hillside just to ensure the kill on the SF, but the Spirit Breaker dying to the tower. He's about to charge himself away. Couldn't do it in time. The Broodmother, the insatiable hunger cannot be quenched. Will be no tell, helping to wipe out all of Team Empire. The SF, the only casualty of war, and that Doom, as we said, very ineffective. Very early on.
This was up, positioned correctly, and not going to make too many mistakes.
You want to add another item to your stat list right now? The Lotus Orb, first major item for a Broodmother, 15 minutes in. The Raid's in a little bit of trouble. The Doom already out. In fact, the Lotus Orb instantly reflected, so Silent doomed himself. The Lich ulti combined with the Curse does terrible, terrible damage to Team Empire. Silence forced back off the line. You got the Spirit Breaker on the front lines, but the Urn Charge is ticking him down with the Spiders right behind him. That will be the death of the Spirit Breaker. And Team Empire have initiated as hard as they possibly could. The mech repairs most of the damage, and the 2 Doom as well. Silent just can't do anything. All that sustain that you look for from him, yeah, he's got Scorched Earth.
But Slither will die now.
He should. He should. The Lotus Orb, he'll put it up for the moment, try to reflect whatever he possibly can, but they'll just beat him down the old-fashioned way. Queen of Pain did end up Shadow Striking herself, but that's all. Fight-style hero because of the Lotus Orb build early on.
So one of the interesting things about Broodmother in particular, being the Lotus Orb holder, is that usually if you... Well, hang on, right?
Silence over on the Queen of Pain. The Lich is going to not bounce out. In fact, Queen of Pain going to take the damage and crit. Well, there's your Fiend's Grip. It holds the Lich out. The Lotus Orb wasn't up in time. Didn't reflect out that Fiend's Grip. And you've got the kill over on the Lich. Miracle doomed up, and there was no way to return that one. So Silent, this time he can be a fighter. Miracle going to get Laguna Bladed down. There's a 2-for-1 trade-off. The Curse will be able to control up a couple of the heroes here of Team Empire, but they want the vision over on crit. So then they can get that charge in for Flow. And Flow, he's managed to get it. It was the Observe Ward in the lane, on the riverside, and now Flow looking for the bash as well. One Brain Zap will do the work, and that's what Team Empire needed. OG to get over-aggressive, thinking they have the complete advantage with that Aghanim Scepter, and then they get caught out.
Over the last year in Dota, but just building stats is actually very appropriate for Brood, plus the slow stacks with Brood slow, so got a lot of slow and control and miss percentage on whoever you're attacking, and they're going to struggle to fight back.
The curse resolution! Think they knew it was coming, but still they're positioning, man. A 3-man curse happened. Silent will get mowed down. And OG, they were looking for the opening. They thought it was going to be resolution out in the mid lane. And,
there's no buyback on either of them.
You're right, there isn't. And look at the split now. Brood heads towards the bottom lane. They let SF take care of the mid.
It's just that we as casters or observer spectators have a lot more information than the players have a lot of the time.
That is true. We have everything at our disposal thanks to Valve. OG. Well, they're going to get that information. They see resolution. Crit goes instantly for the curse. They want this leaner down. The Lich Ollie is going to bounce up and over towards Flow, but resolution, the defensive Euro Scepter, just allow Miracle to line up for the pop, which is going to be through his Requiem. The Gem and True Sight lost for Team Empire as well. They can't keep the control, and there's no buybacks for resolution or for the Bane. And this will be the end of the mid-racks. Even without the creep wave there, they can still fight through that backdoor regeneration. And the creep wave's on its way. It's something like charge.
Yeah, it's also interesting the interaction between charge and Lotus Orb, like for making someone charge at you.
I would love to see that from one side of the map to the other. Empire, they don't want to see this, however. Miracle, well, actually, maybe they do. The Doom from Sun doesn't come off in time. Miracle yules up towards the air, but the mid-timing over on that Sun, and now Miracle protected up by the Lotus Orb. Resolution got perfectly cursed. The Lich Ollie bouncing around inside the Empire heroes. Sun's forced back out of the fight. Miracle still survives. He's falling very, very low. See Silent down. The Doom will finally tick him out, and Empire actually get the upper hand in the fight. They're looking for their fourth, and they should be able to claim it. Charging into that Night Stalker, you can say goodbye to that gem of his, and 4 heroes of OG, and what a time to win the fight. What a time to actually get another follow-up. Resolution was down here battling up against the Broodmother. Can they actually make it 5 for 5? 4-star away. The charge is coming in right now from Flow, bashing into the Broodmother. The control is there, and there is your brain sap. They take both gems, they take all of OG, and now they can also take Roshan. They might
I don't know if you actually...
a little bit about home, however, but it's a double damage rune. They could...
Moonmeander's gone for that Octarine core on Night Stalker. I don't know if you commented on that.
There you go.
And that's interesting because it gives him the
fly. Oh, resolution. Well, I think that just gave us our answer. His last major item before he, like, to 6-slot himself up without taking out the blight.
So
now
No-Tail's
the
getting
into the smoke. Silence there, but where's the vision? It's there with the Gem and True Sight. Requiem Assault from Miracle tries to go out nice and early, but Silence taking through most of the damage. This Winter Wyvern gets destroyed by the blade. Miracle's damage out, but he can't finish the job over on Silence. And he's running out of teammates way too quickly. Maybe that damage into the Queen of Pain. No, even that won't do the job. The Doom over on Miracle. He is stunned up, completely controlled, and Miracle is down for the count. There is the buyback available, and No-Tail instantly sending the Spilings to the top lane. He actually forgot to attack with them, so there's no pressure being applied up there. Empire just going to come for the mid, trying to get a counter Rax now.
Lich can win you lanes and like get that extra value, but when you're talking about control at this stage in the game, it's not a support that gives a lot of control.
Silence up a very long way. That Lich Ollie just keeps going to work. All the bounce off. Mainly this is about keeping Team Empire off the racks. That's all OG want to achieve with these buybacks. But Fly called out. He actually called him Brace Lotus Orb as well as Speared Up, and that allows him to turn for a quick Frost Blast to kill the Spirit Breaker. Broodmother needs to walk away but can't do it in time. Resolution standing his ground, doing as much damage as he can. The BKB's going to run out pretty damn quickly. And now, well, OG, they don't want to chase this. Still have the advantage. That creep thing on Miracle, do you just give it over to the Broodmother? Maybe the better choice here?
There's gonna be a fight, for sure.
Well, they'll give it a shot. Wyvern's got the curse up, but already Roshan's down. It's gonna go the way of No-Tail. So they're up and ready to fight. Sun gonna get control up a little bit. The Splinter Blast actually not coming out from Crit. Just that basic range attack, but Sun's already at half of his life. Triggers the BKB. The charge will come on the Night Stalker. He needs to actually get this darkness off. Actually help out the rest of the team at Miracle. Dances around Fly. The Lich only bouncing around doing work, but Miracle still down. Laguna Blade able to hit it so hard into that Shadow Fiend. And Crit isolated from the rest of his team. The Brewmother trying to fight up against Silent, but he's doomed up, and he just can't do anymore. It's a double kill arriving for Aloha Dance. The Brewmother Aegis Immortal will bring it back to life again. Lotus Orbs trying to protect him as much as they can, but there's just no protecting this. It's a triple kill for the support Queen of Pain, and it is Empire taking another huge fight. Even if they don't get the Aegis, even if they don't get Roshan, take, what's that now, the third fight in a row against OG?
Yeah, and support
Recipe. So Miracle's just buying out for this. Once he got that Satanic Recipe, his ability to stand during the fight is so much better. Maybe, okay, yeah, that charge is coming on crit. The Void will cancel the Spirit Breaker charge. He goes for the BKB pushback on the Night Stalker, but then you realize the damage coming in from Miracle. The Lotus Orb will protect the Night Stalker, and the curse is on Silent. He got his BKB off, and the Broodmother's also going down. Resolution is the damage output. The Nightmare timing, not the perfect sync, but it's still going to help get the kill over on Fly. His Lich ulti, no fear, almost dying to it. Bounces back up, he has the BKB to protect himself. Miracle grabs up a double kill on this fight. Now he moves over to Silent. No BKB to protect him. They do get the Doom on the SF, but you've already lost your Doombringer. Without that BKB, he did have the protection needed. The Night Stalker's on the chase. He won't be able to reach Aloha Dance, who just blinks himself up to safety.
Way, even if it's not in a huge way, it's that Spirit Breaker effect, because Empire have been winning fights where they start in a controlled fashion, and there they charge crits. They want to start on him. He gets forced off the way, and then suddenly they're improvising, and while they're going to smoke straight.
No fear stab, walks forward, there's your curse, already the Bane on the sidelines, and Empire. The choice, do you want to engage? The answer is yes, Silence, men jumping into 4 of them, straight to the front lines. The Laguna Blade will help the off print, but that Lich holding, bouncing up again, it's not going to come back over towards Silent. The Phoenix Grip keeping the Night Stalker around this fight. No tell, can't finish job over on the cop, just blinks away, but Resolution taking so much damage from Miracle, and SF getting himself the crit. And Silent also being taken down. Miracle with a double kill, and that could have been the game-deciding fight right there. Silent's been chased down. He'll drop for the count. 88 seconds on the sidelines. Buyback is available, but no Doom is up for him. And Miracle's making a run for the top lane. They want to be able to get this top tier 3 tower and potential mega creeps. And there's your buyback. Lincoln Spear already true. Miracle in trouble. The Silence on Queen of Pain lets the ulti go, and Miracle Lotus Orb turns on the Satanic, tries to push damage back in, and Silent, he's too far forward, he can't afford to die right now. Resolution with the double time, buying the much needed space. But Empire, can you fall back this far? Broodmother still turn around for another fight. Queen of Pain, there's no breeze available. They can't shake off that Silence. The top right is being chipped away, and now it's actually gone. Miracle's damage is too much. Resolution will be able to get the Laguna Blade kill. Force Mega Creeps now OG. Buyback still available for the SF. They're going to lose Zone Tail as well. He can Lotus Orb and attempt to kill an Aloha Dance, but he'll be unsuccessful. And Empire to scramble the defense, approaching the 1 hour mark. They at least don't have a Broodmother on the field for over 100 seconds.
Enemy team, and it looks like now they're going for kind of last-ditch attempt, which I think that's fair enough when you get mega creeps.
Well, if they can win this fight, like they don't have to deal with the Broodmother. They got all their big abilities up, and they're actually just going for the tier 4 towers. They get the buyback out from the SF, and maybe this is the time to retreat. Like you are up against Megas, but that SF still does huge amounts of damage, though it's proved they couldn't control him.
Well, OG are very happy to stall. They didn't have the Doom when they couldn't control the Shadow Fiend. That Satanic was everything in that fight, and with the Doom up, it's possible they could control him, but the curse is...
It's over on the Doombringer. The Nightmare timing actually protects the Doombringer alone to get the BKB off. Resolution is hexed up for now, but Miracle, front line, looking for the kill on Bane. Gonna be able to find it. Now moved over towards Resolution. Find that crit. Hitting Resolution so hard. And do they have a follow-up with a double sonic wave through a Aloha Dance? SF down. The Brood's coming back up again, but Empire. They still are. They don't have the numbers. Not with the buyback available for OG, and they're buying back inside their own base, which means instantly back to the engagement. The Night Stalker to the front line. Empire, they have to be able to disengage. Resolution's going back because their throne is currently being brought down. Resolution trying to defend it. Silent, he's just being chipped away. He'll end up dropping. This is GG. This is the game going the way of OG. Woo!
You know, there were so many fights in this game where all they had to do is kill Miracle. And there they killed him and he didn't even have buyback. But it's like, if any other fight that had happened, they'd killed Miracle with